Here we are on CodeMonkey's homepage. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to log in. We're going to click the login button up here on the right-hand side of the screen. Here we are on our login page. You can log in with an email or username and password, or with a single sign-on. Google, Clever, Office 365, ClassLink, Edmodo, and Facebook. Let's log in. This will bring me to the teacher's homepage. Here on the teacher's homepage, we'll have links to my activities, my games, my challenges, and Discover. All of these links will take you to the corresponding section below. Here we can see my progress, as well as I have the ability to continue on where I left off. On the right-hand side of my screen are where all of the teacher resources are located, which we'll explore at the end of this video. Under the My Classrooms is where I can see all of my active classrooms. Under My Activities is where you can code alongside your students and access all of the courses within your subscription. On the three lines in the upper right-hand corner are where I can access my classrooms, my account, help, FAQ, our blog, where you can contact us, and where you can sign out. You can also select different languages, as CodeMonkey is used internationally. Let's play. You can start playing any game that your students have access to. All you do is simply click on the course you want to access and click on Start Coding or Continue Coding if you've already started the course. Here I am within the Coding Adventure course. You can navigate by clicking the story map and using the double arrows to bring you from the beginning to the end, or using the single arrows to bring you within each concept map. You can also access skill mode from the story map or from the main homepage located next to the courses. Skill mode will help your students strengthen their understanding of the skills they've learned. We recommend that students practice these challenges before moving on to learn the next new coding concept. That way, they'll be better prepared to take on the more difficult levels throughout the courses. Skill challenges only unlock as the students have completed the coding concept within the story map. We can get back to home by clicking on the three lines or clicking on the CodeMonkey icon. Let's explore My Classrooms. Under My Classrooms in the teacher's homepage, this is where you'll see all of your classrooms. You can also choose a specific classroom and click on it here, or click on the See My Classrooms link. Here we are in the Classrooms page. These are the classrooms that you have. Here we can see how many student seats are available. If you have more than one subscription, you can click on the View All to see all of the details of your subscription. We can see the subscription name, the available content, the available seats, how many used seats, when the subscription started, when it ended, and if the subscription is still valid. It's easy to create a classroom. All I do is click on the green plus sign. Then I name my classroom and select the subscription that I would like to have attached to my classroom. Then I click Create Classroom. You can see that the classroom has now been populated within my active classrooms. On the My Classrooms page, we can see the amount of students within each classroom, our weekly active users, our monthly active users, the used subscription that is attached to the classroom, as well as these actions. When I click on the pencil, I'm able to give my classroom a new name. I can simply change it by typing in the new name and clicking Save. When I do so, we can see that the name has changed. I can also archive my classroom, and archiving a classroom means that all the progress will remain, but the students will not be able to access any of the challenges or the courses that are available within the subscription. And when I click the up arrow, this means to upgrade a subscription. As a teacher, you will use this when you want to move a classroom from your trial subscription to your purchase subscription, or from a purchase subscription that has expired to a new one. You can simply doing so by clicking on Upgrade. Select the appropriate subscription and click Upgrade, and that will then apply it to your classroom. Great, let's take a look at some of the different reporting features that are available. When I scroll to the top, I can click on Generate Usage Report. For this video, I'm going to select the past 9 months and click Generate. This is an example of a usage report. It will tell us the amount of classrooms, registered users, sessions, the average time that it's spent within the platform, as well as the exercises solved. We can see the monthly active users, and then we can also see the usage per classroom. This is a great report for sharing for any stakeholders, as well as to be able to check the status of each and every single one of your classrooms. We can also export our data to a CSV. The last thing is the bulk transfer. As a teacher, you are able to transfer students between classrooms in bulk using a CSV file. We have went over the My Classrooms page and the actions available. Let's take a look at the classroom dashboard. To do so, you will click on one of the active classrooms. Some of the tabs that are available here are Lessons, Students, Courses, Progress, Gradebook, and Showroom. What is lesson mode? Now you can access individual lesson plans from your classroom dashboard. This can help you easily manage your lessons based on where you are in the course. When you begin a lesson, student accounts go into lesson mode, which means that they cannot access any content. When you assign challenges, students' accounts then go into playtime, which means they can only play the challenges relevant to the lesson you are on. This can help improve students' focus and attention during class time, since they will not be distracted by the other challenges or activities presented in the platform. Not only that, but it saves your teaching progress per class. Lessons keeps track of your progress in each class, since it saves which lesson plans you've already taught. Once you end a lesson, it will automatically be marked as complete and will take you straight to the next lesson, so you never forget where you left off. You can access the specific course for the lessons, and here you'll see that the lessons are broken up into 3 parts: the introduction, the playtime, and the debrief. This is how all of the Coding Adventure lesson plans are set up. To begin in lesson mode, simply click on the Begin Lesson and confirm, and now all of the students will be in lesson mode with you. Then you can simply assign the challenges. Once you end the lesson, it will then be marked as complete, and now we will see that we have tracking of the lesson as it is now highlighted in green. Now that we've explored the lessons, let's go into students. Here we can see that I already have students added to my classroom. But to add more students, I can simply click on the green plus sign that says Add Student. When I do so, I can see that there are 3 options: create a single account, bulk upload, and share class code. To create a single account, you simply type in the username and associate a password, making sure that the password is at least 6 characters, and then you click Create. Once you do so, you can see that the user has been created successfully. It will then populate into the student list. To do a bulk upload, you can create multiple student accounts with one CSV file. You can download the CSV example and then simply upload it here. You can add up to 60 student accounts per classroom, or you can share a class code. Students can sign up on their own and join your classroom by entering the class code. Once they enter the code, they'll automatically appear in your classroom. This is great for single sign-on users. Not sure how to add the students to your classroom? Remember that all of these actions are available in our how-tos, which I'll show you later how to find. Once students are populated, you can reset their passwords, archive a student, meaning that they will no longer appear in your classroom or as an active user, but all of their data will be saved. You can move them from classroom to classroom, so I can choose a specific classroom and move my student, or I can delete the student. You can only delete a student who has no student progress. Print login cards. When you click on Print login cards, this feature allows you to provide students with login cards that include their usernames and passwords. These cards can be easily printed and handed out to each student. This, of course, comes in handy as students tend to forget their passwords. Not only do we have the ability to print student login cards, but you can also click on the classroom login URL. This is a great tool that allows the students to access their CodeMonkey classroom. You, as the teacher, can save the URL and share it with your class. This means that the students can now access their CodeMonkey account in fewer steps and less typing, since there is no need to type in the CodeMonkey URL or the username. To do so, each student accesses the URL, which can be easily embedded into your classroom webpage, clicks on their username, and fills out their password to access their account. In just 3 easy steps, students can access their homepage. Under the Courses tab is where you have the ability to assign and unassign all of the courses within your subscription. All you simply do is click on the Unassign button, and that means that the course is no longer assigned to my students. To assign it, it's simple and easy. Click on Assign to Class. Now we can see that we assigned the course successfully. Moving on to the Progress tab. The Progress tab has been called by many as the Holy Grail for teachers. The Progress tab contains all of your course data and tracking for your students. Here we can also find all of the solutions for each and every single challenge or exercise presented within the CodeMonkey platform. Here we have our student progress for Coding Adventure Part 1. We can sort by name or by progress. Each of these sections, which we like to call units, represents a world in the story map and the coding concepts that are taught within that world. You can also hover over a student or click on their name and see how far they've gotten within the challenges, as well as the average scores within each challenge. As you can see here, students are scored on a star scoring system. A 1 star is given to the student if they were able to help the monkey catch all the bananas. A 2-star solution is given if they use the specific coding concept that was taught in that unit. A 3-star solution is given if the student wrote the shortest and most concise code. And a circle with an exclamation mark means that the student failed the solution. A circle means that this was an assessment challenge. An assessment challenge means that there has been no debugging or pre-built code, and the students will have to apply what they've learned in the previous challenge. When hovering over the green numbers, these are the solutions to every single challenge or exercise presented in CodeMonkey. When I click on a student solution, I can see how many times they attempted the challenge, and if I click on the stars here, I can see exactly how they solved that in real time, making for authentic conversation between yourself and your students. You can also access all students' progress and solutions in skill mode, as well as all of the other courses within CodeMonkey. Let's explore some of the features of the progress page. We can limit students' progress. You can limit the progress based on the specific challenge that you want students to stop at. When you do so, you can see that all of the challenges beyond challenge 15 are grayed out. This means that the students cannot progress beyond challenge 15. When I click free, this will open it up fully to my students. I can also limit the progress based on the last lesson taught. To really deep dive into the data, you can export all of the data contained in the progress page to a CSV file. All right, let's check out the Gradebook tab. In the Gradebook tab, we can select the specific course that we would like to view. When you click on Settings, you can show the grades in numbers, letters, and percentages. You can also calculate the overall grade from each subject or unit within Coding Adventure. This will then average the score within those 2 coding concepts together. You can also export this data to a CSV and upload it right into your gradebook. If we scroll down to the bottom, we can see the average student progress, the average score within the assessments, and the challenges by difficulty. The larger the circle, the more students that struggled with that specific challenge. You can click on the circle itself, and that will take you directly to the challenge. Once in the Showroom tab, we can see all of the games that have been created by our students, as well as the challenges that have been created by them. Once a student has published a game or a challenge to the classroom, they will then all be viewable to you here. You can sort by student name, who created it last, who created it first, as well as searching specifically for the student name. Now we have explored all of the tabs within the classroom dashboard. Let's head back to the teacher's homepage. Under the My Games and the My Challenges are where you will see all of the games and challenges that have been created by you. In the Discover tab, we will see here all of the games and challenges that have been published by all CodeMonkey users. You can sort by games or by challenges, as well as select by language created. So we can select English. When we do so, we can click on the challenge. We can see the likes, amount of views on each and every single game or challenge within the Discover page. Wondering how these are reviewed? These challenges are reviewed by the CodeMonkey team. Let's head back to the teacher's homepage. Teacher Resources. Under Teacher Resources is where you will find everything that you need to successfully roll out CodeMonkey in your classroom. You can click on the How to Teach CodeMonkey 101, which is our teacher certification course, a beginner's guide to CodeMonkey. On the beginner's guide will be everything that you need from the classroom management to subscription plans to how to add a single account. We highly recommend checking out this document. Under the Coding Concepts is where you will see the concepts presented within the Coding Adventure course. Here we can see the vocabulary as well as an image used to help students better understand the concept that has been presented, or if they forget. Under Lesson Plans is where you can access the full lesson plans for every single course offered throughout CodeMonkey. Under the Hour of Code is where you will find notes for all of the Hour of Code courses. Think of them as quick user guides for each of the courses. Under Video Tutorials is where you will find short how-to videos on frequently asked questions. Under the New Features is where we will share about new features within the CodeMonkey platform. We do have student certificates for our Coding Adventure, and under Questions you can find our Question Corner and FAQ. Under the Media Kit is where you will find our fun animations. There is also classroom posters that are related to Coding Adventure and coloring pages with our fun characters to share on those rainy days. We have explored all of the features and components of the teacher's homepage.